Hello everyone, I am here to teach you the field theory. Electromagnetic field theory is my subject. So myself, Shushmit Chakraborty, and your subject code. Today is a very fast day, so I have to start from the very beginning with your along with your syllabus. So first, let us start from your subject code, that is PC EEC within bracket EE will be 303. Okay, this is your subject code for field theory. So subject name is electromagnetic field theory. Okay, so first let us consider first the syllabus. Okay, so this subject consists of first module, that is vector analysis. First one is vector analysis. I think all of you are familiar with the vector term, right? There are two types of quantities are there, scalar and vector. So vector is one of the most important parameter and quantities that are very frequently used in the electrical engineering and any other engineering also. So vector analysis is your first module. Second module is your coordinate system. Okay, so these two modules actually used as a tool. So these two modules are the basic concepts on which the remaining modules are to be taught. Okay, so third module your electrostatic field. So this is the electrostatic, right? In your 12th standard in physics syllabus, there is electrostatics, right? So this is nothing but the same thing, that is electrostatics. Okay, so fourth module is magnetostatics. Or magnetostatic field. These are the static field, right? All of you can see that these are the static field. So that's why the name suggests static. Okay, so next one is time varying field. What is time varying field? These are the static field. As per the time is elapsed, there is no change. That is, the time does not depends. Time is not a factor over the parameters of this field. Okay, so time varying field is, now the time is a function. Now the time is your the most important parameter for the field. Okay, this time varying field nothing but the electromagnetic field. So it may be electric field, it may be magnetic field. So this time varying field is a combination of electric and magnetic field. Now electric and magnetic field means every electrical system has this type of field, electromagnetic field, that is electric as well as magnetic field. Whatever either electric energy is converted to magnetic energy, or magnetic energy is converted to electric energy, or the electromagnetic energy simultaneously are converted into any of the energies, energy conversion, energy classifications. Okay, so this is the time varying field, and your sixth module will be transmission line and wave propagation. Transmission line and wave propagation. So this is basic one. These are the basics. These are the static field. These are two application of this practical field, right? This is the practical system. So in your syllabus these are the topics are there, so we have to complete one by one. So first today, very first day, I am giving you a lesson plan. Lesson plan means how to complete and what is the time requirement for each of the sections. So vector analysis is very much easy. Okay, so this is very much easy. I think it requires 4 or 6. Okay, 4 classes. Okay, within 4 classes we can complete the vector analysis. And the coordinate system, it is little bit tough compared to vector, but it is very can be understandable very well. Okay, so to coordinate system requires 6 classes. Electrostatic field required 12 classes. This magnetostatic field required 10 classes. Time varying field required 6 classes, and the transmission line wave propagation required 4 classes. So just see 10, 20, 30, 40, 42. So total number of classes required 42 classes. So 42 classes means how much week? 7 weeks. Sorry, 6 weeks. 6 weeks. So 6 weeks are required. But here now this pandemic situation, we are studying in online basis. So I think this 42 class have some extra classes are required to complete. Okay. So because every module have some numericals, so we have to solve the numericals. In case of your face-to-face class, that is offline class, it is very much easier compared to that. Okay, so now it is very much tough situation. So from my side I can give you the best, so please cooperate with me, and if you have any doubt then you can feel free to ask me. Okay, so today I will start the vector analysis. Little bit concept of vector. What is a vector? First thing, so this is your syllabus, right? So I can erase. Okay, before erase I have to mention this is class 1. This is class 1 or first class. Okay, so vector analysis. So what is vector quantity? Tell me. So you can write the note also. Okay, so write vector quantity. A vector quantity is a real quantity which has both magnitude and direction. A vector is a real quantity both has magnitude and direction. So what is the example of vector? It may be distance, it may be velocity, it may be acceleration, it may be weight also, force. These are all the vector quantities. So how distance is taken as a vector? By assumed to be a vector. Why? Because direction means what? If we say that someone please go 10 steps, so then someone can ask me that the question in which direction, right? So distance may be, suppose I am here, this is a point, so 10 centimeter distance may be this side, maybe 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 this side. Okay, so all of these probabilities of the 10 centimeter. So if we mention that the 10 centimeter, that plus I cap. Why? So A equals to 10 I cap. What do you mean by this statement? So A is a vector having a length of 10 unit along I cap. That is, what is I cap? From the basic concept, I think all of you are familiar with this type of I cap, J cap, K cap things, right? So what are the I cap, J cap, K cap? These are the unit vectors, right? So these are the unit vectors along X axis, along Y axis, along Z axis. Okay, here we have to learn in 3D axis. So there are 3 axes are there. So X axis, Y axis, Z axis, all are the perpendicularly from each other. So these axes, the unit vector along X axis will be I, Unit vector along y axis will be j, unit vector along z axis will be k. Okay, so this is an example, right? So first example, first understand, a vector means this is the vector quantity, and what is the scalar? If we consider modulus of a vector, what is the modulus of a vector? Just we are taking the magnitude only, right? So it is 10 unit. We can consider it is 10 unit. So this is the vector. Okay, so next write the scalar quantity. What is scalar quantity? A scalar quantity is the real quantity that has only magnitude, not the direction. Scalar quantity is the real quantity that has only magnitude, not the direction. So now the example, mass, that is 10, we can consider mass is 50 gram. Speed, it is minded that the velocity and speed are the dimensionally same, but one have the direction and another have not any direction. That is, tell me, we are frequently telling this term that the speed of the train is 40 km per hour. Why it is called speed? Speed of the train is 40 km per hour. Why it is not called so this velocity? Why the speed is called taken as speed? Because 40 km per hour is in which direction? This statement does not give any answer, right? So that's why in case of railway or in case of any vehicle, the journey speed must be taken as 40 km per hour. It will be speed, called as a speed. It is not a velocity. So speed is scalar quantity, velocity is your vector quantity, right? So next thing, it may be temperature. Mind it, temperature is a scalar quantity. First write down the very much important examples, right? So mass, speed, temperature, work, energy, etc. Temperature, work and energy, these are all examples of scalar quantity. Okay, so now we have to move to the vector algebra. What is vector algebra? Vector algebra. Vector have three operations. What? Addition, subtraction and multiplication. So this addition is very much important. Why? Because we are telling that first, let us consider a vector, right, equals to 5 I cap and b vector equals to 10 j cap. So can you add this 5 plus 10, it will be 15 and something. So never be added like this way, okay? Never be added like this way. So 5 I cap plus 10 j cap should be added by using the vector concept. That is, we have to first understand it geometrically, okay? Suppose this is x, this is y, this is z, okay? Z cap, z vector or z axis. So 5 I cap, how to represent 5 I cap? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is your 5 I caps, okay? So OA. So this A vector or OA distance. So OA distance also taken as A vector is 5 I cap here. OA distance is 5 I cap, clear? And J cap means along Y direction. So 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is suppose B vector. So OB. So this will be taken as OB vector. So OA vector will be 5 unit, OB vector will be 10 unit. So how to add them? So it you have to add it by using a rule called what? Parallelogram rule or triangular rule. So what is a parallelogram rule? So I will give you note after understand this concept. So please wait, just understand what is the parallelogram rule. Parallelogram rule, you have to consider a parallelogram by using these two. You have to consider a parallelogram by using these two sides, two adjacent sides of a parallelogram. So a parallelogram, if we consider a parallelogram, how to form a parallelogram? Suppose we have to draw a parallel line with y, and then from here we have to draw a parallel line A. So this is the connection point, right? So make it R or C, make it C. Okay, so this OC will be your OC distance. OC vector will be your resultant, that is A vector plus B vector, or you can say write OA vector plus OB vector. Okay, so OA vector plus OB vector you can write. So by this way we have to add, but it is in geometrically. But how to find the value in mathematically? So there will be a formula. So addition formula will be OC have some magnitude. What is the magnitude? So OC vector have some magnitude as well as direction. So let us consider this OC vector equals to modulus of OC and angle of OC. So this is your magnitude, this is your direction. Okay, so vector, this is a vector quantity, have some magnitude as well as direction. So what is the formula of finding the magnitude of any vector? So formula of the magnitude of any vector is, here OC vector equals to root over of something square plus something square plus something square. What is the something thing? Suppose if we consider AI cap OC vector equals to, suppose AI cap B J cap plus C K cap. So then this A, B, C are the distances along x axis, y axis and z axis respectively. So you have to write A square plus B square plus C square over here. But for this case, what is the AC vector? A means 5i cap and B means 10j cap. See, so you have to add these two, right? So A means 5, B means 10 and C means 0, and just ignore it. Okay, so root over 5 square plus 10 square, right? If we consider something k cap over here for this OC cap, then we have to add again plus something square, that is C square. It may be 10, 15, whatever the integer. Okay, so 5 square means 25, 125, root over of 125 unit. Let us consider, it is minor, it is you have to write an unit over here. So this magnitude will be root 125. Root 125 means what? It will be 125, right? So 525, 5, 5. So 5 root 5, right? So 5 root 5. It will be magnitude. And what is the direction? Direction is, for these two, direction will be tan inverse this D by A. Mind it. OC angle equals to tan inverse with respect to I cap. Always remember that is x axis. With respect to x axis, the angle will be tan inverse B by A. So B by A means tan inverse 2 by, that is 10 by 5. 10 by 5 means 2, tan inverse 2. So whatever the value of tan inverse 2, so tan inverse 2. So this OC vector resultant of addition of these two, that is A vector and B vector, 5i cap plus j cap, 10j cap, will be your, this is your ultimate answer. So this is the concept of addition. Addition, I have to discuss. I have discussed that the geometrical way as well as the mathematical way. Okay, mathematically. So this is the concept of addition. And what is subtraction? Always remember, subtraction is the negative addition. What is subtraction? Subtraction is the negative. Subtraction is the negative addition. Negative addition. So what do you mean by this statement? Negative addition. Suppose if we consider A vector equals to 5i cap and B vector equals to 10j cap. So you have to find B vector minus A vector or A vector minus B vector. Okay, whatever. So if we consider a B vector minus A vector, then how to find? So let us consider this b vector minus plus of minus a vector, right? So b vector minus a vector means, so let us write b vector minus a vector equals to b vector plus minus a vector. See, so b vector means what? 10j cap, and a vector means minus 5 I cap. So this a vector is 5 I cap, so minus a vector means minus 5 I cap. So what will be the geometrical representation of it? Geometrical representation will be, if we consider x axis, x y z axis over here, x axis, it is y axis, z axis, then 10j cap, right? Oh yes, 10j cap. J cap means 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. This is 10. Suppose O B, this is 10 unit. Okay, 10j cap. Then minus 5 I cap. Minus 5 means this is the positive I cap, this it will be the negative I cap. So if we extend this axis over here, this it will be minus x. So here we have to draw 1 2 3 4 5. This is suppose A. So OA is your 5. So this is 5. This is 10. So make again. Okay, before the previous one I have to draw a parallelogram. So now understand it by making triangle rule. So what is triangle rule? So I have to zoom it over here. So this is, suppose this is your OA, this is your OB, right? OB. So you have to, so what is the thing is that you have to add these two vector like this way, that you have to take in these two side as two adjacent sides of a triangle. So if we consider the adjacent sides of a triangle, then you have to first make OA vector. So just AO vector. So how to make it AO? Because see, in same direction you have to take in, right? So this is your AO, AOB, this is your AO, OA. So this OA, so if we pronounce it as AO, then we can consider the direction of vector, this will be, so AO and OB. So AO vector plus OB vector equals to what? So according to this triangle rule, we have to consider two vectors as two adjacent sides in same direction of a triangle. Then the resultant of them will be the closing arm in opposite direction of the triangle. Closing arm, this is the same orientation or same direction, two adjacent arms of a triangle in same direction. Okay, so we have to make this concept over here. So this equals to AB vector. So this is your addition. So now what is AO? If A vector is 5 I cap, so A vector means OA. So AO means minus 5 I cap, right? Plus OB means what? And C, this is your, yes, AO cap. So minus 5 I cap plus OB means 10j cap. It will be your answer. See, automatically it is subtracted. 10 minus 5 I cap. So this B vector minus A vector. Some 10j cap minus 5. We have to find 10j cap B minus A, that is minus 5 I cap. So automatically it has written. So it is concluded that for you, whenever you are going to add, then you can use both rules, but it is very much easy and directly you can apply the parallelogram rule. But in case whenever you are adding the subtraction, then you can directly apply the triangle rule. Okay, so this is the concept. So 10 minus 5. So this is your answer. So this is your resultant. These are geometrically you have to do representation of subtraction, and now you have to learn that the mathematically. So what is the mathematical expression whenever you are subtracting these two vectors? Is nothing but similar thing, that is, suppose this is AB. From this concept we are taking it AB. So AB vector equals to root over of something square plus something square plus something square. Similar thing. So something means what? minus 5 square plus 10 square plus 0. So they again root over of 125. So 5 root 5 unit. But it is reminded, it is very much important, whenever you are adding, the magnitude is this one, and whenever you are subtracting, again the magnitude of this same. But what is the difference between these two? Only the direction has some difference. Okay, so what is the direction? Direction of AB equals to what? Direction of AB equals to tan inverse B by A, that is 10 by minus 5. It will be tan inverse minus 2. It will be 10 by minus 5. It will be tan inverse minus 2. So what is the concept? That is AB vector equals to root over of, this is magnitude and this is angle. Magnitude is on 5 minus 5 whole square plus 10 square. It is coming 5 root 5, and angle will be tan inverse 10 by minus 5. That is tan inverse minus 2. See, previously it was tan inverse 2 only, and now it has tan inverse minus 2. Okay, so these two concepts, addition and subtraction, is over. Now we are move into multiplication. So vector multiplication is very much important. So from the next day I will teach you this multiplication concept. And first, before going to multiplication, I have to give you, I have given you that the note regarding the triangle rule as well as the parallelogram rule. Okay, so today's class up to this much, and if you have any doubt, please feel free to ask me. Okay, so thank you.